You're live. Okay, guys, I have a fun activity for us. I also have dog hair in my mouth. So, palm reading. Read your own palm. I just did this with my friend, like so random, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a fun idea for building sonar. Can you guys hear the birds? Okay. So, you read your dominant palm. So, find your dominant palm, the one you write with. Okay. The lifeline, the longer the better. The lifeline is the line that extends around the thumb. I think that goes from the bottom up. Heart line goes across. I guess the longer the better. Money fate line, clear, and it goes straight up to your middle finger, I believe, which is your Saturn finger. I just found out, which is this one. The headline, okay, the marriage line. How to read your palm. Okay. I hope you guys are good. Can you hear the birds? I hope you can. Okay. It's whatever. Love it. Here for it. Cool. So if you write with your right hand, look at your right hand. If you write with your left hand, look at your left hand. It's your dominant hand. And if you're ambidextrous, like I really, really tried to be for the first I don't know, maybe it was ages 6 through 9. I was like, I'm ambidextrous. Look. I was trying so hard to write with my left hand. I bet if I kept trying, maybe. What's up, Empress? What's up, Lilo? Lilo. Oh, remind me, I want to talk about Siri, read birds, and all that. Okay, so we're reading our palms today. So I'm right-handed, so I'll just show you guys really quickly. Excuse me. So the lifeline goes, this is your Saturn finger. I found this one out, your middle finger. That's your Saturn finger. And the lifeline goes from the bottom of your palm. It's the only line that's going to go straight up to the middle finger. Let me look. Okay. Can you guys see my palm? So, anyway. Okay. So that one goes straight up to your middle finger from your palm. There's another one here that's not your fate line. So that one is the fate line. The next one, oh, that's the lifeline. Guys, I might be out. That one's real short. Bye. Okay. The marriage line or love line, they call it the same thing, is right here. Okay. The headline is right here. Okay. So heart line is the first major line. Second major line is headline. Sorry. I don't know if I said that right. Let me just make sure. So your dominant hand is up. The first major line, the first one is like your love/marriage line. The second major line underneath that one going across sorry. I guess the first one they call the marriage line. I don't have one of those. Maybe. Marriage love line. I only have one there. And then there's the heart fate line. Wait, it means something if it goes up and down. We'll get into that. Okay. And then the last one going across is the headline. So there's 1, 2, 3 major ones going across and 2 major ones going up. But there's like splinters in them and the splinters mean something. Okay. So We got that? There's 3 going across and 2 going up. And the one going up goes straight up to the middle finger. Also, these lines indicate years of life. Like this is 40, I think. I think this is 60. When you get to right here, I think that's 80. Okay, so 3 major lines going across. I believe you're supposed to read them that way. I will confirm that shortly. And then one goes, the only one that goes straight up to the middle finger. And then the other one goes like out. Okay. Okay. What's up, Jen? We're so fucking cosmic. All of us right now. It's creepy. And when I'm watching Sloane's live, she's like saying different things I've talked about. It's hilarious. And vice versa. And I did the Alanis Morissette thing. Wait, Jen said, so weird. I was just reading about palmistry today. My friend was over, and I don't even know where it came from, Jen. Maybe you were reading, and like my heart felt that. I was like, can I see your palm? I just kind of want to read your palm. It was so random. He's like, do you know how to do that? And I was like, no, but I can YouTube that shit real quick, which I did. I can't stay for long, but thanks for doing this. I love you. Yeah, check it out later. So the lifeline is health. Obviously, the ideal state of any line would be the longer and the deeper. Lifeline is the health and physical vitality. Heartline, love and emotion. Moneyline, career and fortune. Headline, intelligence and mentality. Marriage line, married life and relationships. So let me see if I can find one of these videos. Okay, this lady, I feel like she knows what's up, if it's the same one. Hold on. No, not that one. It was a different lady. It was a different lady. Okay. I'm looking for the shortest one. There's one that was like 4 minutes long. And okay. Let's predict our love lives. You guys remember the gecko? I forgot about that guy. There goes monetization. I'm playing your commercials for you, YouTube. Calm down. Okay, so your heart line, find that one. That's the one that goes from your middle of your dominant hand up to your middle finger. First, pick your dominant hand. For the 15th time. Find your heart line, which is, oh, my bad. This one. It's the first longest line on the top, going across. So it's going to make either a curve going up, it's going to go straight, or it's going to have a curve going down. The line can be feathered, broken, or chained. Now here's what it all means. Wait. A short line. So if your first line right here, can you guys see? I got a solid love line or whatever, heart line. This one, if it's short, that means that you're more impulsive and independent and probably don't like to be tied down. A long line means you're probably very warm and romantic and love being in love. I think that's what I have. With some feathers and chains and swords. An upward curve means you're probably very good at expressing yourself verbally. AKA you're a terrific flirt. A downward curve means you're more likely to be closed off, so it might take a while for someone to really get to know you. Could this be any cheesier? When it comes to relationships, you also might be a little shy. Oh, if it's very long. Feather-like lines at the start of your heart line. Oh, I have that. And below means you might be especially what? Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like. Here. So if you can see, like, okay, so that's the top line. You see like the feather lines or whatever? Okay. Feather-like lines at the start of your heart line mean above and below mean you might be especially passionate when it comes to romance. I mean, who's not? Why is it called romance? The broken line, hold on. The broken line under your little finger is thought to indicate stress in relation to career and money. So you need someone who calms you down. What if I could learn to calm myself down? I have, I mean, if this is what they mean, you see, like that. Um, Anyone want to calm me down? Any volunteers? Chains in your heart. What the fuck? Oh, they're actually saying chains? I mean, I don't know. Okay. Chains, like they're saying like they would look like actual chains if you can see. Chains. Oh, do you see how they draw it? Okay, chains in your heart. It means you're something sentimental. Okay. Hi. You volunteer. Well, we're doing it together. So everyone will just have their dominant hand and you're gonna look. This is your we just did the heart line. So basically what we learned is let's see, I have this fucking light here. Let's see if it can show you. Oh, it can kind of show you. Okay, let's see. So the first line is your heart line. Don't play with my emotions. It's like a Lowe's lamp. That was for Norma. Okay, so the first line is the heart line, and that's what they mean, I think, about feathers. Can you see? Like, you can see, right? So if there's feathers in the beginning, at the top and the bottom, that means you're passionate. Um, so that's the first line. So let's just look at that. Find your heart line. And like when some of you guys have said, I found it or whatever, has anyone found their heart line? There's 7 of us. Anyone doing this with me? It's interesting though, like, um, my friend had very deep and long lines everywhere. I was like, "You're gonna live until you're 80." I mean, it was this woman, if I find her, she's like, "And you will be living until 87 or 89 or whatever." Okay, you found it? All right, what's yours like, Norm? Norm, I hope you don't mind that. What's yours like, Normie? Just kidding. So that one, what does it go like? Does it go up? Yay, I love doing this kind of stuff with you guys. My friend was really funny. He's called me from his car. He's like, "Ashley, I was thinking about doing this on the live, and then I was confirmed that this is definitely what we're gonna do today because he was like, I wanted to tell you thank you. I have so much fun with you. You make me do things that no one else would ever like I would even let anybody do and like I wouldn't consider." He was like, "I also like that you get interested in this kind of stuff, just all kinds of stuff." So it becomes interesting to me. And I was like, "Cool." Um, that's how we do it, you know? And then he said something that I thought was really special. He's like, Ashley, you reminded me today that there are a lot more important things than work. I mean, like he has a really awesome job that's rewarding for him and everyone around him in every way. But, like, yeah, I'm reconnecting with my inner child. So we're reading our palms today. Um, quick self palm reading. So let's get more about the heart line because that one was kind of like you have to sift through the shit to get anything real on YouTube. There's so much crap. Um, okay. Quick study for beginners. I really want to find my lady. Your fate line. Oh, I think this is the lady I saw. You could tell she knows what's up. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys hear? Fate line indicates in your changes in your career and lifestyle. Hold on. This is the one I saw. Fate line, I think that's going up one. I could be wrong. Career and lifestyle determines how long you'll live. Yeah, this is the one that goes from your middle of your hand up to your middle finger, which is your Saturn finger. There's two starts. If it starts out to the outside of the hand, you're very sociable and you like to have your friends and family around you all the time. Yours does. Yours is a sociable one. Or if it starts down the middle, they're very private. And that line goes to the Saturn finger only. If it goes anywhere else, it's not the fate line. So it starts at the base palm, goes the Saturn finger where it crosses the headline, that's H40, where it crosses the heart line, that's 50. When it gets up to that ring around the Saturn finger, see? H80. When it breaks, this fate line equals your career and your lifestyle. And when it breaks, it's a change in either one or the other. Sometimes both. And I've circled most of the breaks. Okay, that starts at the base of that palm. Yours starts way out to the outside of the palm. At age 24, just kind of a little change. Sometimes you'll just get a little line off of that fate line. It's kind of a minor change. 25, you had a break. 30, you had a break. 31, it breaks. And then 35, you get a big break in there for about 2 years. The line gets really light. It still stays there as a line. Oh, maybe you'll take a break from all your work. So at 35, big break for about 2 years. Then another break at 39. Then it crosses over that headline. And 40 to 45. So the headline's 40 to 45. Running simultaneously for about 5 years there, 40 to 45. And then that line goes on up into, crosses over the heart line. And then at age 52 to 60, again, 2 lines, 2 jobs. Can be a hobby and a job, can be 2 income-producing jobs. Well, in your case, it might be 2 things that you're researching. But two kind of different things. And then at 60, that line forks. And it gets really strong. The line gets real dark. And right there at 60. And then the 2 lines. Hi, Jolene. We're doing palm reading. We're teaching ourselves. Well, it's kind of separated there from the fork. And it goes up to age 80. That's the ring around the base of the Saturn finger. Then at age 80, that line just goes right straight up into the finger. Up to age 89. You can live till you're 89 years old. How cool. She's like, you're going to live till you're 89 years old. So let's backtrack that. I was kind of confused in the beginning because I guess there's 2 lines that go up, right? Okay, so if it goes anywhere else, it's not the fate line. I love that this is the Saturn finger. So it's the line that goes straight up to the middle finger. And obviously the middle finger is like 80 years old, so maybe it's not going to go all the way up there. Doesn't look like mine does. Let's see. Her music choice is awesome, right? And the fate line starts at the base of your palm. There's 2 starts. If it starts out to the outside of the hand, you're very sociable. Okay, there's 2 starts. If it starts, because I have that too. If it starts on the outside of the hand, I hope you guys can see it. Anyway, here. If it starts, see, that was confusing me because there's this one. I hate doing mirror stuff. And then there's that one, right? Hold on. Yeah, this one and then this one. See? Do you guys have 2 or 1? Have your friends and family around all the time. Yours does. Yours is a sociable one. I don't think I have the sociable one. And that line goes to the Okay, this one. So this one is breaks for real for me. There's like no line in the middle. Wait, I need to know what happened here. But see, I have that too. Like right around the 20s was rough. I call it with my roaring 20s. My 20s was confusing as fuck. So this is 40 when it crosses the foot line. And 52 to 60 is the heart line. Either one or the other. Sometimes both. And I've circled most of the breaks. Okay, that starts at the base of that palm. Yours starts way out to the outside of the palm. At age 24, just kind of a little shake. Sometimes you'll just get a little line off of that. So interesting. Maybe I will be here to 80. 25. But just some feathers and chains along the way. 31 it breaks. And then 35. You get a big break in there for about 2 years. The line gets really light. Will it be debit or credit? Both. What do you mean? It's amazing to think that the ancient practice of palmistry can tell us who you are as a person and what your life will be like, and whether you believe in it or not. It's an interesting practice that's persisted for years that some insist is accurate. Personality, relationships, health, career, travel, none of these can escape. Your fingers is considered to be relative to the palm, and therefore, we can tell if they are average, short, or long. If your longest finger is at least as long as your palm, then your fingers are considered long. You see... Hold on. If your longest finger is at least as long as your palm, your fingers are considered long. Boop. Boop. At least as long as your palm? You mean longer than your palm? The longest finger is only about 7/8 the size of the palm. Long fingers show you have incredible attention to detail. This travel. None of these can weird. Travel. None can you write with first, as that is your dominant hand. Number 10. You have great attention to detail. Palm reading is not all about the lines on the palm. You may not be aware that the size and positioning of your fingers has a large role in palmistry too. The length of your fingers is considered to be relative to the palm, and therefore... Yeah, I'll put all these on Patreon. Average, short, or long. If your longest finger is at least as long as your palm, then your fingers are considered long. You see, on an average, the longest finger is only about 7/8 the size of the palm. Long fingers show you have incredible attention to detail. This is interesting because it also says you're a bad planner. Your love of detail means you like to analyze details of events to death so that you understand them inside out before taking any action. Funnily enough, there are more long-fingered women than men in the world. Number 9, you have poor health. You can gain an understanding of your health by looking at both the health and life lines. The health line runs from the Mount of Mercury, below the little finger, down to the base of the palm. If you don't have a health line, don't despair. This is great news because it means you will have a lifetime of good health. Similarly, you have a prominent and clear lifeline. This indicates a life of vitality, strength, and immunity. If you do have a health line, you can learn about what your health issues might be. A health from the pinky finger is a very bad sign. Any contact between the health and lifelines indicate fragility. Whoa, what happened? Hold on. So Empress just had a good idea. So make a relaxed fist and count the lines on your baby finger. So like my baby fat lines too, or just like the actual lines? Because some we're not even supposed to have. And wait, hold on a minute. Mine stops before the first intersection. Yeah, but listen, babe, mine too. And I'm almost 40, but does it stop or does it get super light like mine? See? Who wrote that? Lioness of Gaia. You see? What apparently I just started this today. I mean, I've had my palm read like as a kid and stuff like that, and like I don't know, maybe another time as an adult, but this just came to me today. So who's it? Lioness of Gaia. Um, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "Whoa, I'm on borrowed time." I'm 40. But do you see how it's actually, if I make a baby, it's not it goes all the way up even past 60. It just kind of gets thin and sort of splinters. They're more like they're not definite lines. It's like, let's see. I don't know what I would call mine. They've used the terms feathers. I mean, that could be a chain. I mean, they had a picture of chains. You see on the heart line? Wait, that's the heart line, I think. I mean, I guess. Or it's just the back of my joints. Um, Hi, Teresa, Lena, the princess and the chickies. We love you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I do have PayPal. It's Sunny Isles Yogini at gmail.com. And I am so grateful. Thanks for asking. And they actually pay me. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get back to it. If you don't have a health line, don't despair. I kind of felt like I didn't have a health line. But that, remember, the health line is from the bottom up. Have you ever noticed like some guys that have like stubby fingers? Analyze details of events to death so that you understand them inside out before taking any action. Funnily enough, there are more long-fingered women than men in the world. Number 9, you have poor health. You can gain an understanding of your health by looking at both the health and lifelines. The health line runs from the Mount of Mercury below the little finger down to the base of the palm. If you don't have a health line, okay, because it means you will have a lifetime of good health. I think I just have a little lifeline. Like that little thing. Indicates a life of vitality, strength, and immunity. If you do have a health line, just seem like they showed a picture of. Issues might be. A health line rising from the lifeline is a very bad sign. A health line rising between the health and lifelines indicate fragility of health. If we're not going to talk about negativity. The lifeline, this shows the presence of genetic diseases. A health line which stops when it the visuals they use are so uncool. For heart problems. If your health line is chained, you will be plagued by a series of health issues related to the bladder, liver, or stomach. Scary stuff. Number 8. Scary stuff. Ruthless. The heart line tells us about the operation and condition of the heart. It doesn't have a typical starting or ending position as this greatly varies for the individual. A clear and unbroken heart line which forks at the end is a sign that you are a good person, warm-hearted, and with a life full of love. There's no chance of faking it here though, because we can tell if you are self-centered and ruthless at your core. You see, a short or entirely absent heart line shows us these negative qualities. You are likely to have a rocky road to love and often end up alone because of your attitude to others. A line that curves downward also shows a life of difficult relationships and that you have a character that can be difficult to like. Number 7. You care about your family deeply. The line around the base of your thumb is called the family loyalty ring. The deeper and clearer the line, the stronger is your connection to family and the importance they have in your life. If you have 2 family rings, imagine someone who is just like proficient in this, and they'd be like, shake somebody's hand, just be like, "How you doing?" Like one glance, be like, "Bye." Strong ties to family. This is believed to represent the amount of energy your parents put into raising you. If you have a longer forefinger. Okay. So, so far, I mean, like, I don't have any, like, they're strong, but let's see. What do you guys know about this stuff? Accurate. Mine is awfully feathered and erratic, and I've had digestive problems my entire life. Yes, I think there's a lot to this. Um, uh, I really believe in things like that. Like, oh, the left hand by the, or your not dominant hand. It's like kind of funny the way I understood it. Shadow self chick. It was like it's like not your repressed stuff, but maybe your like subconscious or latent feelings. Let's try one more. Chances are you will make a great parent as well. The Venus mound is the padding at the ball of the thumb. The Venus mound. Okay. Mount of Venus is this. I also know that this is a if you ever have a tummy ache, if you have a headache, to massage your thumb like this right here on the Venus mount, which I just learned it's called. It's a acupressure point. So that's important. just for that. But let's see what they say.
A good amount of padding, which is soft to the touch, but not puffy, is another sign that you have time and interest for your family, because it shows you have enough energy to be shared around. Number 6. You will have setbacks in life. The lifeline generally occurs from just above the thumb to either the Mount of Venus or the Mount of Luna, which sits below the little finger. If your lifeline is chained, you will be plagued by misfortune. Chains over sections of the line indicate you're experiencing shocks in those periods. Chains can also indicate you suffering heartbreak and illness. You are prone to letting stress interfere, and your life current is sorely affected. You are similarly positioned if your lifeline is laddered with crossbars. The sunline can also tell if—
Where are they coming up with all these words for description? So my lifeline, let's see. My lifeline. Is that the one he said you could maybe not have and it's okay? I don't know if I have that one.
Setbacks. The sunline is line of Apollo and can be considered the success line. The line ideally runs from the Mount of Moon to under the ring finger. However, if the line only runs to the center of the palm, your success has gone downhill as you near middle age. A broken sunline is a sign of career frustrations and setbacks.
It's interesting to me though, because it's like, is it the chicken or the egg? Hold on one second. Like our hands don't look like that when we're born, you know? Like do our experience make the lines, or like, you know what I'm saying?
To think that the ancient practice of palmistry can tell us who you are as a person and what your life will be like, and whether you believe in it.
Anyways, so yeah, I think that the feather, they say the feathers and the breaks and or like chains will mean everything's a blessing though. I don't like some of the language, that's why I turned it off. I don't like some of the language. It feels like kind of disempowering or something, you know. You're gonna be plagued. Fuck you. I'm not gonna be plagued. There's nothing that could plague me, you know. How are you guys doing? What's up? Maybe it's best we don't know, Angela. The health line is confusing to me. Well, I think one of them's like, they're all, I mean, I encourage you guys to check out, there's like a bunch of little videos. It's kind of hard. I didn't realize how hard it would be to kind of like try to look at mine and then like look at the video and whatever. But I definitely have strong lines going across. And yeah, my love line or heart line, the one that goes up to the middle finger, is totally like, it's like strong. I forget which age. I guess this is around 24 or something. And it's like very feathered, but if you go like that. So I think some big love is gonna come in right here. Like when I'm 50 or 60, it looks like. It's a fun thing. Um, you're such a sweetheart, Teresa. Thank you for care. I care about all of you. And I care about all my animals and your animals and all the animals, except for roaches. It's not that I don't care about them. I just don't enjoy their company. And snakes kind of scare me. Dave H. What's up, Dave? Someone read your palm once and they say, I looked at you with concern. See, that kind of thing is like, how old were you? Or if you want to share the experience, Dave. I I was born and raised in Georgetown. There's like palm readers like all over Wisconsin Avenue, and I used to like go there. I remember one time, Dave, I never. It was. I think I was either in my first year at University of Miami, or I was at my like I transferred. I went to my first year of university at GW, and then I transferred to University of Miami for sophomore year. I think it was my first year at Miami. Anyway, I was in Wisconsin Avenue. I was with my friend, and I was just in a confusing. My soul was definitely in a confusing place. But I mean, we went to much more confusing places after that, for sure. I mean, hindsight's always 2020. But this reader in Georgetown, like she's been there forever, whatever. We just went, and it was like $20 or whatever it was, and she like. And this is what I'm saying. You also don't know, you know, anybody can be like sitting and be a palm reader. You know what I'm saying? Or not anyone, but I don't think this woman was right. I don't think something was right about her, but maybe not. I don't know. I went and I sat down and my friend like went to the other lady that was available or whatever. It's like if you've ever been to Georgetown, they're just little, they're like little massage parlors. It's just palm reading. There's like probably not, I don't know. I haven't been to DC in a while. There are 3 or 4 on Wisconsin Avenue sprinkled, but I feel like there used to be more. And she's like, "I'm gonna give you your money back because I can't pick anything up." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like most places that you go and pay them money or something like that, like they'll like either feed you shit or say you something, tell you something wrong or whatever. This woman was just straight up like, I don't I feel like it was more her, but I was also not comfortable with I don't know. It was weird. It was an experience I wasn't totally open to, and if I feel like, especially with stuff like that, it has to be 2 energies on both like, there has to be 2 trusting energies and also a gift present, and also, I think depending on how masterful someone has become or how much experience they have in their gift at being a psychic or a palm reader or a psychic palm reader or whatever, like I can't imagine anyone walks into Sloan and she's like, I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing for you. Take your money back. you know? Um, Looking back, I don't know. I kind of feel like she might have been filling in for someone. Just like didn't know what to do. It was kind of awkward. I was like, "Who takes money back?" My friend went and they told him to marry a woman and that he's gay. Oh, that he had to marry a woman and that he's gay? That sounds, bossy. Does she have a life coach license too? You're gay, but you're gonna need to get a beard. I don't read palms. I do rub backs. Danny Jones, laugh my ass off. Massage therapy is interesting for sure. Are you licensed? Massage is so important. Agent Orange, it's so funny. Like, I know you're not writing anything weird, but they always ask me to like approve your message. Sometimes, Danny, I don't do, yeah, we just started today. We're just we're just keeping our mental flexibility as flexible as possible. Uh, Sometimes they do that as a scam, Dave. I used to watch grifters do that the mall. Yo, you know who I cannot believe has a show again? Somebody was asking, who's I talking to about this? Like, what are other like Hollywood like psychics or whatever? And I'm like, I don't really know anybody that's worth shit besides Sloan. You know what I mean? Like, and Sloan didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't sell out and she's the real deal. Like, but there's this kid, and I brought him up a long time ago. He's got blonde hair. He's trending on Netflix now with a show. He's got blonde hair and he does psychic readings, but he's like, okay, I won't say he's a farce. I From what I extrapolated from a documentary that I saw, I don't know if it was just on him or on like psychics. It was years ago. They like had like they only show you like when people are like, yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't show you all the times like, no, 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 don't know anyone named Jolene. No. Yeah, no, I never had kids. So they were showing like take after take after take of this guy just like, I don't know what you would call it, bombing, just not being gifted psychically because every person was like, no, 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 no. So some people they like tailor their how their perception or how you perceive them. What's a grifter? I think I know what it is. I mean, it's just like a bum, right? Not like a bum, but like a motivated bum. Like a uniquely motivated bum that might be extra resourceful. Maybe if we try hard enough, we can overcome our fate. What do you think we have to overcome though? Maybe the palm is our default, but we use free will to overcome. So, Dave, what do you think we have to overcome? Because I agree with you. I feel like I feel your energy and what you're saying. Um, I feel like there's nothing we need to fight. Like, I don't believe in the energy of force. Um, and now, especially lately, like the last few days, I just feel like more than anything, surrender and protection, but protection in like this funny way, like in terms of ingesting um, experiences, ingesting people, ingesting information, ingesting um, Okay, so uh acting, and like how I'm doing things. I'm really thinking a lot about Osho's 3 suggestions, which are first become aware, the watcher of your thoughts in your mind, then become aware, a watcher and of your physical body, of your movements. And then the final one is to become aware of your subtle body and your emotions and become the watcher and the manager of all of them under your sovereignty. Um, oh, that's awesome, Danny, dude. To get a license I don't know if you're in California or not, but it's like when I was looking into doing it, it was like 15 grand, like a year. Massage school is no bullshit. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why you said laugh my ass off. I'm not. Everyone that I've ever massaged knows that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the test is very intense everywhere. I mean, I know people that did it in Miami as well. Tyler Henry. Angela, I know that probably has something to do with something I asked. Oh, no, I don't. That doesn't sound familiar. So everyone adores Sloan. And if you don't adore Sloan, get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome. Sylvia Brown did cruises. Yeah, no, it's not her. Oh, Tyler Henry. Yeah, that might be it. Tyler Henry. And I think he has a show right now. Although, you guys, I don't know if y'all know this. It's not surprising, but it's weird. So I borrowed my friend's Netflix account, as we know. And I watch stuff with my neighbor sometimes. He has like a big TV and stuff. And so I was like, no, I was like, I wanted to show him the show Good Girls that I was telling you guys about, which is funny. And I was like, it's on the top 10. Just go to the top 10. His top 10 is different than my top 10, which I get how they do like the suggestions and like all that other stuff that feels very like uncomfortable. It's like, since you watched this, it's like, maybe I don't want to remember I watched that or like whatever. Anyway, but when they write like top 10 in US, I thought everybody that has Netflix sees that. No, 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 no. His top 10 was totally different. There were like maybe one or two of the same things, like inventing, like shows they're really trying to push, I guess. Inventing Amy or whatever that one is. And what was the other? Good Girls. No, Good Girls wasn't on it. Where to find it? Um, some shit. Anyway, um, yes, Sloan is very authentic. Angela, Sloan said in her live, be careful. Yes, I've been feeling that more than anything. Like I'm kind of like a hermit, socially distanced person as it is, but like I don't know. I feel like we'll know when the energy's safer. And I'm not saying we're not safe. I will never disempower you on this channel or anywhere in life. God is always with us and we are always with God. The more that we communicate with him and we do that in the ways that each of us feels the most comfortable, the closer that we are to him. I don't think that there are enough ways that you can connect with the creator, whatever you want to, however you want to say that. So there's never like an element of fear, but like a strong suggestion. I'm feeling a very strong suggestion of like think twice about who you let in your house kind of thing. I just thought of a funny. Do you guys remember? I think it was Meet the Fockers. It was Rob De Niro, who I would never watch in a movie again. I don't care. He's just such a like gnarly. There's like just whole, I don't know, whatever. That's a personal thing about principle for me. But in Meet the Fockers, or I think it was Meet the Fockers, it could have been that other one about when he like saw a shrink. He like took dust off something and he was like, you know what dust is, right? 90% of dust is other people's shedded skin cells. be careful who you let in your house. But energetically, and here's the thing, because there's levels to this. So there are some people that are just not aware enough or awake enough or conscious enough that they wouldn't even know if they were carrying with them either a program, an energy, um, some kind of intention that wasn't really theirs. It's like a time to just, I feel like, tread very super hyper vigilantly, um, but not, it's almost like we should be like that all the time, kind of, but it would be exhausting, if that makes sense. But there's something about right now. I mean, Sloan mentioned like she felt like they let deities into a portal or something. I mean, there's definitely a shift. I don't feel that we are unsafe, us building sonar here, but I do feel like, for example, I wouldn't pick this week or weekend to go hang out with like my friend that doesn't really see this, like a lot of the things the same way as me right now. So let me paint a picture of why. And I don't give advice. I'm just trying to reinforce how I synthesize what Sloan said and the co co-occurring feeling that I have to hers. Um, so you could just think, "Oh, I'm gonna go out to dinner with a friend," it's not somebody that we see eye to eye on about everything, but we haven't seen each other in a while. What's the harm? It's just dinner. So you're sitting there at dinner, or you have a dinner at your house or whatever it is, and they'll say something, they won't realize it, or you will, and then it will start either a fight or a chain reaction with someone else in your circle. It will just, I feel like now is a time where, things can, it feels like a Mercury retrograde on crack or something. Like, I'm always very careful during Mercury retrograde with communication because I just know communication is all messed, like, things are just, I don't see Mercury retrograde as bad. I see it as, like, if you, like, threw a file up in the air and, like, all the papers needed to come out anyway because they had to be organized, that's kinda like what happens during Mercury retrograde, but in that necessary cycle, I'm more careful, like, that I read text messages, that I sent an email that I thought I sent, that I, you know, whatever, made the phone call that I thought I made or whatever, you know what I mean? Because it just feels a little, with communications, it's a little bit more cloudy during that period of time. So, I hope that was a helpful analogy. Your husky has been so kind and loving and sharing. Yeah, the animals are feeling it for sure. I mean, like birds coming up to, I mean, I can't be the only one, you know? I studied my hand years ago. I have a few books on palm reading, but so confused as my lines are strange. I would bust out that book. I would love to see your book. Yeah, my lines, I mean, I don't think, I think it's very rare to have those like deep, very uh what's the word I'm looking for? Like like you can see. I mean, I'm a strong woman that's lived a strong life, but I don't have like those intense lines. So when they say feather, like I think that's, you see how it's like in different light. Wait, it's better. Yeah. See how like feathers becomes light. So I think that's just kind of how the lines are. Um, but I'm not a palm reader. Yes, I like palm reading, but no idea how to do it. Well, we're learning. So, things that we think that we don't know how to do, why don't we just try to do them if we feel compelled or if we feel so inclined? You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. I feel like that it's very weird and that people are on the same vibe and it's like no question. What do you mean, love? Hi, Gail. Love you. Are we hand twins? Um, I definitely have considered to have long fingers, cause boop, boop. Um, it's whatever. Um, I think I know what you mean, but clarify. Your comment is, "I feel that it's weird and the people that are on the same." I feel like it's weird and the people that are on the same vibe, it's like, no question. Yes. I mean, like, I'm trying to think with just Jen. I don't know if she's here anymore. Just Jen this week. Like, I randomly just looked up that stupid Alanis Morissette song, and I don't, like, plan any of that shit, like, I don't think I have to say that, but, I was like, "Why is she naked?" You know, and it just turned out to be so funny, and then Jen had watched a documentary about her, like, things like that keep happening. Empress and I keep doing stuff like that, um, that people will be writing like, I get comments on videos, like, "Ashley, I was literally gonna write DuckDuckGo, and and then you said DuckDuck." What's up, Jade? Um, Teresa, we want you to get all the money you deserve and way more later. I will. Thank you for saying that. Yep, Angela, sentiments exactly, Ash, particularly my friend. Yes, Angela, I didn't want to say that, but I was like, for example, I wouldn't be like, I don't know if you guys have Applebee's in New Zealand, probably not. I wouldn't be like, hanging out with her for now. And not because she's bad, not because your relationship is bad, not because anything is bad or that there's any problem at all, only because unfortunate things could happen. I feel like there's more of a chance for uncomfortable or unfortunate things to happen that could be easily avoided by just listening to your gut like that. I don't know. I don't feel really inclined to hold on. Let's see. Um Lioness of Gaia. Yeah, totally. It feels more important than usual to discern. Exactly. And like actions and like it the little to the big, you know what I mean? Um, and self-love and self-reinforcement, like us feeling strong and completely free is, I think, very important right now. Like the knowledge, knowing that you're good, you know? Obviously we all have our own experience with ourselves, but like my friend Cameron Shane said, if you've taken a shit on the floor, clean it up. And if you have something in the past that you have to go back and clean it up, go clean it up. Google. I've been quiet all week. I won't get into an argument. I've been quiet. Also, I keep hearing, and I know it's like from some rap song that I heard. I think it may be Kanye West. No more debate, no more fighting, no more fight, no more debate, whatever it is. Yeah, let's think about this, guys, right now. And Sloan is like, she's been saying things that are interesting. Like, she's like, we're right there, guys. Like, she said something, I think, last night. I didn't know exactly what she meant, but I can feel, she's like, we're about to get lifted out of here. And I don't know exactly what that looks like, but I feel it's going to be something very seamless and easy for a lot of us. Like, almost we're just going to wake up in a different world. There's just going to be less shitheads or less shitty people, as Sloan said. But yeah, it's being discerning. So the obvious people that are shitty, stay away from them, please, for a little while. Don't listen to anything I say. I don't give advice. But if I were me, that's what I would do. If I had shitty people in my life, I wouldn't be around them. But I keep shitty people out of my life. And then I guess to take it a step further would be considering like places that you're going, people that you're going to be spending time with. I would only just be in like super safe places. I'm only watching like safe stuff, like either Funny or Osho or Stuart Wilde or Paul Romano or Sloan or Queen Cup. This veil is so thin. Yes, perfect, Ashley. So let's talk about that because that's thrown around a lot, even by me. What do you guys, what's your definition of the veil is thin? I want to hear all of you guys' different ideas about that. For me, and I think there's different, that I guess I want to clarify what we're collectively saying. So, for example, an individual, I feel like there's two ways to look at it. An individual's veil can be very thin. Like I remember when my dad was very, very like it was very, very sick, and like he was talking to he thought my grandparents were in the hospital room and stuff, and he was very scared of like this one corner of the hospital. quite funny. It was nothing there, but he kept seeing something there. So I would like go up to the corner. I'm like, "You get the fuck out of my father's room." You hear me? I'm like, "Dad, I got him. They're not coming back." Kind of made him laugh, but he was legit scared. So when I went home and talked to one of like a somebody that I know, she was like, "Ashley, your dad's very close. So the veil's very thin for him right now." So I think it can be close like for people when they're like close to death or in different situations. And then like right now, I feel like outside, like so many people, and this makes me so happy, are understanding their power for manifestation and how important it is to keep your mind clear and focused on what it is you want. And if you're not feeling clear or you're feeling confused, then focus on God, focus on your heart. You'll get there. Um, if you feel like there's too much talking in your head, maybe try listening, right? Instead of going off and doing other things to try to ignore um, whatever you want to run away from. The veil is so thin. So let's talk about what the veil being so thin means because it's an important concept. Like the way I'm feeling it lately is like we're all like Sloan told me this when the first time I met her. She's like, I was telling her how I would hear people like in classes that I was teaching, like yoga classes, I would hear them like just say things like not nice things. And I was like, I feel, and I told her, I feel like all these girls are looking at me like, I wish this bitch would shut up, like da 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 da. Da. And so it's like, okay, well, first is they are, they are saying that, and you are hearing them, but you have to just keep going. She said, Ashley, most people have like tentacles, like, you know, when you can like stand there and you can feel if someone's near you or behind you, like if you're online at wherever. She said most people's are like 2 or 3 feet long. Yours are like 10 feet long. So that was just came to my head as a way to explain like tentacles in terms of feeling energy around. So I feel like we're all feeling like miles around, if that makes sense, and sort of like connecting and like, I don't know. I feel that we can step in and out of different consciousness and dimensions. I feel like that's, I don't know if it's always been available, but it certainly is right now. Um, and then you can define, I mean, like we have to, what's the working definition of the word dimension, right? What's working, like I noticed in the show OA, she says soul and he says brain consciousness. You know, like to him, brain consciousness is soul. Like he doesn't, do you see what I'm saying? Um, Teresa, so funny. I took a picture the chick and I named, oh, you've named one Ashley? I'm so honored. She has the cutest chickens. Teresa was like telling me that she had, I thought she was talking, I didn't know if she was talking to her friends or her kids. She was like, the chicks, the chicks, the chicks. I was like, okay, maybe she has real chickens. And then she sent me pictures of baby chickens. They're like this big, you guys. They're this big. Well, they're probably bigger now because that was like 3 weeks ago or so. Teresa, I am so excited there's a chicken named after me. Eek, they're so cute. They just like pop around. Um, he took a picture of the chick I named Ashley. It's totally listening. Hi, Ashley. I love you, Chicky Chick. Okay, yeah, send me your number. You still have mine, right? Midwest to Southwest Chica. To me, it means I am going to see what's really going on around me. You're going to, or are you available to see? I mean, is it available to be seen now? Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't feel like, I mean, we're all having different things. So I want to know more about what you think. But, like, I don't think we're going to get like this, like, curtains up. That's what's going on, guys. So now go on. You know, I feel like either this is like a new energy or a new vibration that we're kind of either in, or it's a segue or you know what I mean? It's like a transitional energy or something. it's all good. Everything is good. Everything is a blessing. But it does feel important to like stay extra safe. I remember, I'll never forget, and I'm not a huge Bible thumper person. I work for God and that's non-negotiable. But I remember this passage that I started hearing a lot around 2020 and it just like resonated with me. It was like when when God comes, and I'm not specifically talking about resurrection or the or the second Christ or whatever, anything like that. This is just like at some point there's going to be a situation that God is going to have vengeance for some fuckery that's been going on down here. And I don't remember verbatim the passage, but it's something like, my people will stay in their doors. They won't know what time it is. My people will stay in their doors until until I'm done. Like, I'm going to take care of some shit. You guys just stay inside while I take care of some shit. Like, don't worry about what day it is. Don't worry about what time it is. Um, and so I don't know. I always had like this feeling. So I don't know if the veil being thin would be like us approaching that or what, you know? I don't know. I don't feel a big event, but you know. Son of Billy Wagner's here. You just tuned out. You don't hear or see anything? Can you see me now? Um, I used to sense shit like 20 years ago. I saw that old lady back when I was half asleep, but now I don't sense anything. Which old lady? Earth's energy, Gail. Earth's energy is shifting, and I think we're more open to unlimited possibilities. 100,000%. I feel the same way. And energy is moving, shaping, and growing. Maybe that's why we want to keep very grounded and real. Yes, I couldn't have, yes, I'm right with you. It's whatever. There's an energetic friction. Yeah, there's a whole scientific and like physics aspect of all this that, you know, is not up my alley. There's an energetic friction. It feels like integration period for awakening. Integration feels very important and very to keep things simple because we always want to go back to simple. Your inner child self, parts of you that maybe you're not proud of, and the part of you that you've been prancing around as the perfect you, just coming into a click. And that just to break it down is like accountability, self-love, self-forgiveness, um, motivation, faith, um, you know, all the fun things. Anyone ever seen this old lady? It was terrifying. What old lady? Did I bring up an old lady? Jolene Smith. Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourselves for a little while until this wrath has passed by. Thank you, Jolene. That's what it is. It's like whenever I explain things to you guys, I like use my body to show you like how I felt it. Wait, Jolene, I'm gonna read that again. So this is the passage I was talking about. Um, Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind. Imagine God saying this to you. Like, imagine the creator saying this to you. You know what I'm saying? It just feels so like badass. Excuse my language. Um, Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut your doors behind you. Hide yourselves. Mimushka, hide yourselves for a little while until his wrath has passed by. That's cool. Thanks, Jolene. The weak can get strong, and the strong, well, the weak inherit the earth. People are about to understand exactly what the fuck that meant. Um, that's what it feels like. It changes daily. Yes, Ashley, 100% agree. Yeah, we're always winning. The truth and love, you can't lose. God is inside and around every single living thing. So sleep terrors. I'm so sorry. and you're seeing like a specific lady, like the same scary old lady or something? Um, yes, and don't forget also to ask God to protect other people. One thing I draw from everywhere, but in the AA Big Book, it says we're careful not to pray for ourselves. We've seen how this doesn't work. I've never been a big like pray for my person self, but that always like stuck with me. Like I feel like for my prayers, I just say thank you and I try to pray for other people more. Um, that happened to me when I was around 25, but nothing since I'm 48 now. So the dreams came back, are you saying? I think the link you will see each different way. Oh, you sent it to me? Cool. Oh, thank you, love. All right, send you my number for WhatsApp or Signal. Um, glad she doesn't have to come back. Pelosi? Pelosi? Oh my gosh, the walking bottle of gin running around the White House? Can anyone understand what she's saying? I have to go get my water. That's so funny. Oh, Pelosi is the lady in the dreams? Is that who you're seeing, son of Billy Wagner? Agent Orange, my boyfriend and I woke up at the same time. He jumped a witchy. Was it Pelosi? That's the portal that's open. They're sending Pelosi through like different. I feel bad energy in the corner of the room. Is it Nancy Pelosi? Get some sage on that shit. Stat. It kind of looked like the lid lady in The Shining. The Shining is with Jack Nicholson. That was the hotel movie, right? I don't know who the lid lady is. Gray hair. Pelosi. Babisky! Calm! What are you barking at? What are you barking at? What are you barking at? There's nothing to worry about, little Bubbles. I love you. All right, I'm gonna make some dinner. I want to talk more about that though, because the people say that a lot. The veil is so thin, and I always wonder what different people mean when they say that. Like, because I experience it on different levels. Like, you know, that whole thing about like when you think about someone and they call you or they write you, that happens a lot. Um, you know, manifesting little and big things is easy. Like, I'll just give you a silly thing. When I order like Postmates or something, my GPS, I mean, the GPS of Postmates sends cars like it's always a thing. It's a Venice thing too, I think. They send them to the wrong they send to back another part of the building. So I always have to like it's always and me, I always like stress myself out probably unnecessarily. I like text them like the entrance is here, like the GPS is going to send you the wrong way. Half the time they're not paying attention or whatever. So most of the time I'm like this way and then this way and then this way and I talk the drivers like, around. Um a right and a right and a right and I'll be outside in a right in a onesie. But lately I'll do shit like this driver's going to know. He's going to know that's the back of a building. That's probably not going to be where the chick's at. And I don't know, maybe it's a combination of me not probably overly confusing them with calling them before on top of uh I don't know, I'm like, you got this, you got this. Yes. Like navigating them. But you can put your senses into pretty much any situation. You can extend your consciousness anywhere you want. Like I've been doing that lately with my mom. It's kind of weird. Like she's, I guess, like 30 miles from me or something like that. But I'll like be like in a more calm kind of meditative state. But I'll like send my consciousness like to her room. You know what I'm saying? Actually, look up old hag syndrome. Shut up. Is this really a thing? Old hag syndrome. Someone else told me to look up another syndrome the other day. Old hag syndrome is just a name for sleep paralysis, a common sleep disruption. Though many cultures explain this phenomenon using supernatural terms, it's actually a timing misstep in your sleep cycle. It happens when your mind wakes up while your body is still in temporary paralysis of REM sleep. Well, first of all, not getting good sleep helps you gain weight if you want help gaining weight. Not getting good sleep helps you look old if you want to look old. Also, they're different kinds of calories, but you burn more calories while you're asleep than while you're awake. Your body's doing so much. The next thing is night hag. The night hag, I'm just reading it for fun, or old hag is the name given to a supernatural creature maybe this is what you're seeing, commonly associated with the phenomenon of sleep paralysis. It is a phenomenon during which a person feels presence of a supernatural malevolent being like Nancy Pelosi in your bedroom at night, which immobilizes the person as if sitting on their chest. Ooh, that would get wet. Or on the foot of their bed. Creepy. Um, how do you get rid of the old hag? That's the first question. You want me to read it? Yeah, the old hag has been around for a long time. I've never heard of it. Always. Thanks for being here, Lioness of Gaia. I love your name. It was horrifying. I'm okay. So, does she look like this? I hope not. What's up, Ruth? Girl, stop. Nancy works hard for citizens. Hard at being drunk all day, a day. What she did to those people in that salon in San Francisco was so fucked up. I know you're being sarcastic or you wouldn't be here. Son of Billy Wagner, this is the picture that they have for the old hag. Is that what you're seeing in your dreams? Kind of looks like Pelosi. That was hilarious. Stop, Ashley. Pelosi works very hard for this. Hard at getting crack pipes into kids' hands. Um, learn about old hag syndrome. The name of the phenomenon comes from a superstitious. Why is there? See, when there's something this big, I feel like there might be something behind it. Shut up. Shut up. You wake up unable to move, barely able to breathe. You feel an oppressive weight on your chest, and you sense some evil presence in the room. The old hag strikes. It really says that. A reader writes, about a year and a half ago, I was awoken in the night by a strong, warm breeze. I could not move and I could not scream. It lasted about 30 seconds and was gone. I saw nothing. Last week it happened again. I was lying in bed again and was awoken. I felt a very strong force holding me down. I could not sit up. I tried to scream for my daughter and leave your daughter out of this and cannot get any noise to come out. I tried to hit the wall and my arm, and this force would just not let me. It again lasted about 30 seconds and it was over. I really don't believe in ghosts and don't see anything at all. I'm just really scared and confused. Have you ever had a similar experience? Okay. Um Occurs to both men and women. But whoa, 15% of the population has had an old hag experience in their dreams once in a lifetime. That's like a lot. In the 2nd century, the Greek physician Galen attributed it to indigestion. I know it's not good to go to bed on a full stomach from experience. Some individuals suffer repeated attacks over a limited period of time. Others have attacks for years and years. I'm not going to read this other. Okay. Scientific explanation. The medical establishment is quite aware of this phenomenon, but has a less sensational name for it: sleep paralysis, or SP. Baba bing, baba boom, waking up during REM. Sometimes your brain, blah, blah. I just think it's interesting it's happened to so many people. How many people here have had the sleep hag? The ways to prevent it, this article says, get enough sleep, reduce stress, exercise regularly, but not too close to bedtime. Oh, that was a weird picture. Okay. Let's see. Let me catch up here. It's crazy because I didn't know anything about it at the time. Okay. An empty afterlife and this connection. What about that, Dave? Dave, have you seen the show OA? I see a lot of paranormal spiritual connections and synchronicity. I saw, well, I'll talk about that in a second. Remind me. I think anxiety plays a role for sure. I had a lot of anxiety when I was younger. Thanks for the fun hangout always. Okay. Yes, always look for. I love you guys so much. Girl, stop. Nancy works hard for citizens. Manifesting is out of control, almost freaky, fast the new normal. I don't know if it's the new normal, but we need to get up to speed. Like there's always been this delay in manifestation that served us. Think about if we got everything we wanted when we wanted. You know what I mean? Like it's so much that we wanted was not meant for us. Think about things that you've wanted in the past that you didn't get, that you're grateful that you didn't get, right? There's a lot. Um, I remember this one scene, you know, that movie, The Secret, that came out in like I want to say like 2000 something. It was an important movie, but it just got so, I don't know, it became such a, it always turns into a money thing. But but the concept was important, not law of attraction. I don't subscribe to that. I'm talking about individuals using their God-given innate powers that we all have, in my opinion. So there's a scene in that video where it talks about working with manifesting and those steps like ask, believe, receive. Um, and she's like, you know, what if we did and there's a delay, and thank God there's a delay. And this guy like looks at a postcard of an elephant, and then all of a sudden an elephant walks in his house. It's a huge elephant. So think about if we were able to manifest things as fast as we sometimes feel like we want to, the balance of stuff is thrown off. So innately, I mean, my gut feeling is that no, it's not going to be like this forever unless we are catching up to speed up to that, because that time delay definitely was of service, I feel like, to what is mostly a population of undisciplined thinking minds that we have around. Old hag is told Jolene. Old hag is similar to incubus and succubus. Lioness works hard to keep her dentures in place. and you can't move Sonny Son of Billy Wagner for a minute or two. The crazy thing is I had no idea when it happened. It's usually related to sex stuff. The old hag feeds on fear, not sexual energy. I think, yeah, fear is not our friend. It's never been our friend. But right now, at this, it feels like a energetic precipice, if you will. I think there might be, and again, we all have different life experiences, obviously, but there might be different attempts to try to distract us at an important time to stay focused, if that makes sense. What is my OU? I don't know what that, I think that's a typo, Teresa. Love you. Jolene. What is the incubus succubus? I mean, that sounds very familiar, but is it like, for some reason, I'm thinking of like a mythological creature, and I think that's not right. Yeah, that hasn't happened to me in 20 years, and open I had one. Dave H. What do you want, Dave? What is your PayPal? Oh, thank you so much. It's sunnyislesyogini@gmail.com. I am so grateful to you for any amount that any of you guys ever send me and that are on Patreon. And I'll put the palm reading stuff on Patreon too. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Astral spiders. Well, there's two different conversations about that. I don't think that that has to do with the spikes that Sloan was saying she saw out of people's heads from like 2000 to 2004. Skip to Celine Dion is wearing spikes at the Met Gala thing in 2019. And it's like all these other things I see that have like spikes. I'm like, what is that? Like coming out of their heads? Your kids. Oh, wait. Lioness. My kids have been tormented spiritually. I'm so sorry. You've studied spiritual attacks, Hat Man, shadow people, astral spiders. What did I want to talk about with the spiders? So, spiders. Something with spiders. I saved a bunch of spiders this year. Very random. One was like in my bathtub and I like got it from drowning. Anyway, I would say be nice to spiders. Spiders are not bad. They eat other insects that are not as auspicious. And I think that they have something to do like the web. Um, there's something with spiders. Your kids, I'm so sorry. It's so tough for kids right now. Fear is not our friend. No, it's also a lie. It's bullshit. So fear is, call it what you want. Shadow energy, devil energy. There's nowhere that you can go that you can take that you should take fear with you. Like Osho says, you can go nowhere in joy and be going the wrong direction. There's nothing you can do in joy that you can do incorrectly. There's nothing to be afraid of. What's the ultimate fear? The world's going to end? That's what he says. What's the ultimate fear? The world's going to end? What do you think? The world's going to end and it's going to be you? You're going to be the last one left? There's going to be so it's no problem. You stay present, you stay with God, you stay aware of your thoughts, you stay aware of your body, you stay aware of your emotions, and do the best you can at being whatever resonates or feels like productive human, helpful human on this planet looks like. I prefer helping animals more than people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Or, like in person, at least right now in this stage of my life. So I love being able to have this YouTube channel, but I'm not as inclined to go out and do like service for, people outside, especially right now. That's probably kind of redundant. Like your perception's a delay in manifestation. What do you mean, Ruth? Perception delay manifestation. I feel like now it's almost like if we're not conscious, we'll just be like unconsciously manifesting almost everything. So more than ever to be hyper vigilant about the thought. Remember, your thoughts are a choice. You're not a victim of some, the old yogis called it the drunken monkey. You don't have a drunken monkey. You have a powerful tool. It's called your brain. But your brain is not the master. Heart is king. The brain is a wonderful tool. I think the most God, I'm afraid to say the word. The biggest problem we have, in terms of things that are like affecting many, many people on the planet, I think is a habit of nonstop negative thinking pathways, projecting our wounds onto our blessings, not healing our trauma, not really moving on. I avoid killing spiders. I just move them outside. Yeah. I avoid killing any bug unless it's a roach that kind of runs at me, which they've done that, and it's scary. ID. Succubus is female. They feed on sexual energy. And incubus is male. So it's kind of like, is it more like a person that's like just driven by that kind of energy? Spiders are good luck in every religion. And Charlotte the Web, remember? Charlotte's Web. And Wilbur. And I never kill spiders. Oh, thank you so much, son of Billy Wagner. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. I had a spider in my house not so long ago. Oh, you guys might have remembered. Some of you guys, I made a video about him because he looked like a tarantula. He looked like a no bullshit spider. And I happen to have a friend who's like a spider expert. He's like, you're gonna want to get him out of your house if he's a black widow. I'm like, how the fuck do I know if he's a black widow? And I sent him a picture. He's like, that's a garden spider. I was like, he's scary looking. Yeah, the kids are, yeah. They need us. The kids need us. If we're gonna do this, we need them too. I like normal spiders. About spiders, I broke up with a friend of decades because I broke up with a friend of decades. Oh, you like my perception of delay. I read that wrong before, sorry. But I think an interesting idea came up. The spiders seem to try. Wait, what did I miss? What was I just reading? Oh my God, yes, totally distract us most of my life. Finally see and realize that fear is not our friend. It was another Ruth message, I think. About spiders, I broke up with my friend of decades because she murdered a spider. Well, was that the only reason, Ruth? I mean, that's like some people get scared or whatever, but I would break up with a friend over killing an animal. 100%. But if she was like scared, I get it. I would try to save it. The spiders seem to travel through electricity. Lioness of Gaia. They seem to travel through electricity. They hate being seen. If I feel their energy signatures, I call out that I see them and they go away. Huh. And yeah, they don't like light or like movement. They didn't like being rescued by me. Um, God bless all kids. Amen. They're incredible. Yes, that's what I want. I like normal spiders. I'll hang out with my animals all day and I'm not even, yeah, how can you be? They're the most pure energy and like best companions. I'll like go hang out with somebody for 20 minutes. I come back, I'm exhausted. I don't have anyone in my life like that anymore. I've slowed my pace down. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of messages. Like a lot of us are used to doing and pushing, even if we're not, like doing and pushing so much right now. I think I feel like the energy we're supposed to lean into now is just relax, chill, take care of yourself, feed yourself good food, take great care of your animals. And like, Jolene got that quote. And, I'm not, whatever, just be all right to be inside for a few days and not worry about it when God comes down, because I can't imagine he's not. But we're going to hold it down for him until then. I call them Charlottes. How funny. That's so cute, spiders. Okay, I'm actually Af Jolene. Okay, I'm actually Afrikaans. It's difficult to explain everything, but it's night terrors as baby. Is it called Afrikaans? Um, Night terrors as baby. As a young kid, teenager, and adult, sleep paralysis is hectic, scary, also lucid dreaming, etc. Thank you, Billy. Um, that was in reference to the astral spiders. Yes. So, yeah, the astral spiders I've heard about. Spiders in real life. See, I don't know. I'm saying this out loud. We'll see if it sounds true. But I feel like things like that, like where there's a very real astral presentation of something that I've heard about and can understand, and I've heard a lot of people that I respect, that are very knowledgeable, talk about, and that you obviously know about. So I feel like there might be a version of something in the ethers or the astral, and then also either a mirror version or whatever, like a in this 3D, if that makes sense. Oh, it's whatever. Oh, I just thought. It seems like me. Um, and I'm some other people have experienced walking through like crazy large spider webs that aren't there. Like it's paranormal, wonder if there's a connection. Well, they started using different terms like the World Wide Web of Things. I hear that more. The Internet of Things. Lila laid an egg last night? No way. Did you know she was gonna do that? Does that mean there's gonna be baby Lilo? That's so cool. Does she do that a lot? Lilo's a bird. Um, Guy, have you ever felt electric webs like I was saying earlier? Lioness of Gaia. Yeah, the feeling of spider webs, unseen, energetic, can be entitled ghosts trying to connect with you or have. Well, I don't feel that. I feel more like there's something to do with spiders, either on the astral and or here on the 3D, that's part of this shift. Like I feel like we should respect spiders. And I've been feeling that for a while. I mean, I always respected all animals, but something about spiders. Yeah, the feeling of spider. I read that one. Yes, Afrikaans from South Africa is my first language. English is my second. Oh, you're saying it was kind of hard to explain because of the language. Um, I mean, I remember. I mean, I've had a few dreams that like, when I was younger and I couldn't speak and I couldn't move. I haven't had one of those in so long. Those are scary as shit. Hi, Spellbound Bear. What's up, Marcus? How's the dating going? Deb, LA. I've been looking at YouTube in a witch. She talks in her shorts about odd symbols that I have on my hands. The witch, not all witches are bad, by the way. The witch part of her name keeps me cautious. So not all witches are bad, just so you know. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't, I guess, yeah, I don't give advice, but if it's something that you don't feel totally safe or comfortable with, then I would say maybe check her out in a week or two or something and like stick with stuff that you feel safe and comfortable with. She doesn't have a mate. She does it every once in a while. So because that's just like a natural thing, right? Not like a menstruation sort of, but Angela, so enjoying this live, Ashley. I could listen all day. You're so cute, Angela. You didn't even tell me what time it is in New Zealand. Yes, Ashley. Been thinking the same thing lately about the mirroring of animals on this side and the other. I don't know. I feel that. I mean, something with the spiders, but also I think that animals definitely like, I feel like my dogs, my fish, like the birds, like they're feeling something and it feels good. You know what I mean? It feels like a positive, exciting thing, like a steady contentment, a steady, elevated contentment is what I feel in nature right now. That's so interesting. I think all these entities have like machine elves, fays, spiders, rolls, I don't know, thoughts. See, when you talk about that, it's whatever. Um, that's the only thing I can think of, and the only information that I really let myself sort of understand when it comes to like the grays or like alien technology, or like I don't know. This woman says the grays are someone Floor Brun again. I got to shout out. She's really awesome. I have to say I don't subscribe to everything that she says, and I'm saying that with love. There's some things that she says that are just a little bit, but but that's whatever. I nothing but respect for her. Um, what did she say? The last funny thing I was just thinking of. Um, oh, she goes, the grays, they all up in your devices, you know. Um, it's whatever, definitely. The Fae in and itself a huge conflict is misunderstood. So the bottom line, thank you. 1:30 p.m. having brunch. I love that. So I'm gonna have dinner because when you brunch, I dunch. So the takeaway is palm reading is interesting and it seems to be kind of accurate. What else did we talk about? Um, oh, so son of Billy Wagner. Did you hear the things that I said about getting better sleep, not being stressed, um, all that stuff to to get rid of the sleeping hag? I think we should all just like it's the kind of time when like I don't know if you I don't know, everyone has different personalities. But if it's like you were gonna pick cozy night in or going out to do stuff, I feel like maybe the cozy night in or the more cerebral activities are gonna be the um more internally rewarding and like safest for now, I guess. Thank you so much. You're gonna have a great dinner, Marcus. You too. I hope that you're with a very special lady that deserves to be with you because you're a very special person. They say that you're always within 2 feet from a spider. And then the whole thing of how many you eat a year, like the average person eats like 3 or 4, 7 a year. Um, I've gotten spider bites. They've been no joke. I'm not mad at them or anything. I'm just like, when they've happened, it's been like, well, literally, why'd you go under my blankets and bite me? That's weird. Can we do a live on the veil thinning? Yeah, totally. Maybe I'll do some because I don't even like when I think about it and when I say the veil feels so thin. I'm lately not okay because I'm more into semantics and not words or spells, spelling. I don't want to mistalk and I don't want us to be having conversations where we think we're all talking about the same thing and we have totally different working definitions of conceptualizing an idea or a theory or whatever. So let's like plan on maybe wrapping up and doing shadow stuff tomorrow. I'm planning on writing my letter tonight to my shadow. So that's gonna be fun. And then maybe tomorrow we'll circle around about that and the thinning of the veil. And I'll do a little bit of research. Um, because I'm like a solutions oriented person. I want to like I want to keep coming up with ways to keep us strengthening our sonar system, getting close together. As many of you guys that can get to know each other, like that have channels, like right now, if anyone has like a channel where you want subscribers, put your channel here so people can stay connected. So tomorrow we'll do shadow stuff and talk about like what is the veil thinning and what do we do with that information. You threw in some positive affirmations are always good. There's a lady, I think it's called Love the Life You Live. She's so awesome. It's 8 hours of commercial free straight affirmations. Defining definitions. Yeah, there's a book that I have to order. It happened back when I was younger. You said you were 28, but then it happened again, right? Recently? They say it's because you moved in your sleep. A spider reflex. That makes sense. I threw in some positive affirmation. Son of Billy Wagner. I've heard of that. Spiders are in food. Is there a link to the shadow video? Yes. It's on my Patreon, but if you're not on my Patreon, let me just do this right now. How am I going to do this? Chris Mack is in the house. Here, I'm going to do this. Queen Cup Tarot. Can somebody do that for me, actually? Because I don't think I can airdrop it. Can someone go to Queen Cup Tarot, please? And then go to your paranoias, the blockage. And then in that video from 2 Mondays ago, in the description is a link to the trigger video. Downloads of a light worker. Sorry. Can someone, I'm not going to leave until someone can put this up here. Can someone grab this? Please. So you go to Queen Cup Tarot. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Hold on. I just opened another window. I don't even know if you can see me, but 1 second. I'm getting the link. Un momento, por favore.
Hello, beautiful people.
In onore.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is going to be a bit triggering. All right. As you can see by the title, I'm addressing the paranoia in the community, in ourselves.
Edit.
And I feel like there's a lot of
boom. I did it. I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did. Auto paste. Let's not say I did it till I did it and I did it. Yeah. Is that easy for you guys? Thank you. I have to work on getting a mod too. Techno magic at the door. Yay, cool. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to make rice, I think. Yes, guys, it's like 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes that if you're feeling safe and into it and it resonates with you, that I promise you will not regret. And then I feel like we can talk more about this and get a little bit further because I want to keep it moving, you know? I want everyone to be able to click on that link. At least you can click on it and then it'll be like in your history or whatever. Of course. So I'm going to write my letter tonight. You guys will see what that's about. It's funny. So it's, I mean, when she says it's triggering, like the first time I watched it right after the one that's attached to, which I would recommend as well. I was like crying because I'm so ready to just do this work and whatever God wants, you know what I'm saying? I've always been like that, but I feel like now we're getting more tools and gifts and we have more power and more numbers. We're coming together and it's like cool. I mean, you get it. Jolene, I've gotten some emails from you. I mean, I think you're gonna get it, but I feel like it's new to me. Like this is new, a new concept to me. And I have to tell you, I guess I'll find out maybe, but my shadow doesn't really feel that comfortable talking about some of the stuff. If I feel like I'm just out here on display in a way with also not having written my shadow letter. So that'll be better too, you know? All right, y'all. Thank you for being here. Mwah. I love you. Bye.